Hello and welcome, I'm Lucy and today I'm inviting you to join me on my quest to be an instagramgal.com.au full stop. You know, my little corner here, my little channel here on the internet's been doing a little bit growing, so hello to all the new faces and thanks for sticking around for whatever this is. I've been really working on curating my personal style and my closet and really honing in on what it is that I love, the kind of colors I like, fits, etc, etc. And you'll know that in the last video that I did with Princess Polly, I'm gonna pop that video there, you can go and watch it if you haven't already. I found so many pieces that just fit impeccably, really enjoyed the quality as well. So when the team got in touch and asked if I would like to collaborate again, I thought to myself, yes, I think I would like to do that again, because since I collabed with them last, I have been a frequent stalker of the website and the wishlist function. So thank you to Princess Polly for collabing with me on today's video, and I know everyone really liked the pieces that I picked out in the last video as well. So hopefully I can show you some of my sneaky little finds. And if you would like to pick out some items from Princess Polly for yourself, you can use the code LucyPolly20 for 20% off. And if you're an Australian chickadee like myself, then you can get free express shipping on all orders over $50. And of course, for all of the items that I'm going to be talking about in this video, trying on, showcasing, discussing, I'll put all of the links down below as well as the sizes in case I miss any of that info, because sometimes in the moment, you know, the fashion takes hold and you just forget what size you purchased. I had such a fun time filming my last Princess Polly video, and I'm actually wearing the same crop top that I wore in the intro and outro of that one as well, because I'm just so obsessed with this deer. So cute. Don't know what that noise was. Sounded more like a goose than a deer. Really pumped to be working with Princess Polly again, and I'm so keen to show you what all the pieces look like on, because the vibes, they're immaculate. And without further ado, let's jump into the try on portion. Welcome back to my boudoir. And by boudoir, I mean my studio, and by studio I mean my home office and the corner that I film in. So before I dive into the newness, I just want to reappreciate some stuff that I've already had. So before I dive into the newness, I just want to take another moment for this outfit, especially the skirt, but also the crop top, but also the entire outfit. I cannot tell you how many compliments I've had on this skirt, and honestly, just being really truthful, don't blame people. This skirt is everything to me. It is so comfy, so cute, so versatile, and so me. And really all of those things, when we attach that many adjectives to it, plus we also add on, okay, do a little bit of fashion maths, we also add on all of the compliments I've gotten in it. What equals the equation, the math, the result, the final sum is that it's a perfect item to have in my closet. But obviously I've had this skirt for a little while now. It's not so much of a first impression, you know, when you get something new and it's exciting and it's fresh. I love this skirt, and I'm so happy that I have in my wardrobe. So I think they still have this one on the website as well. The baby blue color is the perfect shade of baby blue for me. You know, it's matching the hair right now, I'm not mad at that. But I wanted to put this skirt on first, not only to bask in its glory, but because the crop top I'm wearing right now, also from Princess Polly, also really cute. We love to see it. But you know, very much like kryptonite is to Superman, similarly my kryptonite is cute white crop tops. I just love them. I style them in so many ways. I just find they're really versatile, and yes, is it just a variation on a white tee? Yes, but that's not the point. The point is the silhouette of a white crop top paired with the amount of high-waisted things that I own, and you can style them to be more formal or more casual. It's an incredibly versatile item. Do I need to explain that? Probably not. Did I just want to talk about how much I love white crop tops for another, 10 seconds? Absolutely yes. I just want to let you know that I have been restrained with my purchasing of white crop tops, okay? I said to myself, let's slow down, but when I was browsing on the website, I saw this cutie and I thought to myself, yes, I have a mighty need. Anyway, I'm stalling. Point being, I saw this cutie and I thought to myself, hold up, let me get that. So let me change into it and show you the cuteness. They did a Powerpuff Girls collab. Come on. I actually also saw one of my fellow Brisbane fashion cuties, Sam Todd, wearing this, and she looks so cute, and I think her style is just amazing. And so when the opportunity arose to pick out some cute pieces, this was definitely top of the wish list. I bought this in the same size as the crop top I was just wearing, so size 10. It's definitely more of a looser boyfriend fit. Can crop tops or tops be boyfriend fit? The other one was more of a Y2K baby tee tight fit, whereas this is definitely, it's a little roomier, it's a little more, you know, comfy, cool, relaxed. I was about to say those are all the qualities that I am, but I'm rarely more than one of those at a time. Pick one. I'm doing a wing fit slash ring fit slash Chloe Ting lunge for you so you can see the detail on this crop top. But what I thought made this t-shirt stand out was that the color palette was softened, so it's not, you know, white and black lines. They actually have it kind of in a pastel outline, so it's just a little softer. I don't know, I think it's cute. Also, it's got a kind of cute cowboy theme, and I know the cowboy kind of princess theme has sort of been coming up. And while I'm not totally sure if the cowboy princess vibe is specifically my vibe for me, I do like cowboy theming. I think it's funky and fresh, and I like the cowboy emoji. So that's all my justification. But it's just the kind of piece that I'm always gonna wear in my wardrobe, and anytime it's a property, you know, if you hit on the Sailor Moon, Powerpuff Girls, any kind of magical girl sort of stuff, I'm there. So it was meant to be, the way I just gestured to my chest. Keep in mind that I edit out quite a bit, so just think about how long I lunged and then comment below and tell me that I am a fitness icon and you can't wait to sign up for my Pilates ebook, because I actually bought a ring fit. I had quite a few friends who got into ring fit, and I know we sold out for ages, and so I kind of was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy the ring fit. And for the first few days and times that I used it, I absolutely loved it. And then I got my first dose and my arm is so sore. It's finally feeling better today, but yeah, I'm really excited, but because the ring fit is the resistance Pilates ring, I just could not. And I knew it was gonna really encouragingly tell me to try harder because I wouldn't be doing it to my normal standard, because the ring fit's really encouraging. It's kind of not awkwardly shaming you like the Wii Fit sort of did. The ring fit is very much a challenge yourself, you know, go at your own pace kind of energy, which I really enjoy, but there's no button to let my ring fit know that one of my arms is indisposed for whatever reason. So I feel like I'm letting the ring fit ring character dude down. But I'll be back. So feel free to keep me accountable in my Instagram DMs and, you know, make sure that I am in fact keeping in touch with my lovely ring fit man. That's gone a bit off track, hasn't it? Clothes, fashion, not ring fit. Cool. I'm gonna move on to the next piece, and let's do that now. Alrighty, so remember when we talked about my vice for white crop tops? But part of that whole realization has just really come from me spending a lot of time really trying to think about what colors I actually wear in my wardrobe, what colors suit me, what kind of silhouettes and pieces that I always wear. You know, there are pieces that I love in theory, but you know, when they end up in your wardrobe, you don't really wear them. So I've just been trying to have a think about that and trying to think about how I want to cultivate my wardrobe going forward for the long term and things like that. Let me know if you'd like me to do a video about that on, you know, how to build your dream wardrobe. I'm still in the process of figuring out, but I guess how to build your wardrobe towards your true aesthetic, if that makes sense, or your true fashion interests. Anyway, Taylor Swift, You Belong With Me. What you've been looking for is right here the whole time. Long sleeve white tops are just a staple for me in my wardrobe, and I always wear them and I always find them useful. So finding some different variations, you know, cropped, not cropped, different types of necklines that I enjoy, things like that. This is actually one of the last things I picked out because I kind of had picked out all the items and I had a little bit left to spend, and I just wanted something really simple that I would really enjoy. I also really enjoy a ribbed fabric. I just think it's really flattering, and I tend to really enjoy ribbed items. See the skirt. And I'm also trying to explore slightly lower necklines, but historically, I don't know, I've always worn high crew necks like the tops I've showed you before, or turtlenecks, but then I also quite enjoy how I look with something a little bit more low cut and plunging, and I think maybe I'm just trying to get more comfy with it. I don't know, but I'm experimenting, and I thought this would be something nice to add to my wardrobe. I will say, when I first opened the package and I put it on, I was concerned that it would be a creamy ivory color, okay? When it was lying flat on the bed, I thought, no. You will not play me like this. Once I put it on, I did notice that it wasn't a totally thick opaque knit, which I actually quite like because, you know, versatility, layering, love to see it. And it's definitely more of that neutral type of white that I like. So this look is definitely contributing to my pastel Morticia kind of energy that I quite enjoy. Not a lot else to say, but it's just a nice basic that I wanted to add in. And I think Princess Polly have some really good statement pieces, but they do actually have quite a lot of what I consider to be really nice modern basics. Like, they just have these nice little details like this notched front and just a little extra something to a basic. Did I change the color correction on this video? No, I simply bought my favorite skirt in a different color. It's a time-old fashion adage, piece of advice, suggestion. Point being, you've probably heard the advice before. I know I certainly have. If there is something that you like, that you love, that fits you, that you look good in, and you feel confident in, get it in whichever colours suit you. I mean, I know the original advice says something like, get it in every colour. I probably wouldn't do that. I think that's a bit excessive. I have really been loving sage green. You're about to see quite a bit more of it in this video. I found that it really suits me, and again, I feel like this entire video is me gassing myself up. But also just generally, I feel like we should be able to say nice things about ourselves audibly. I don't think it's such a bad thing. I don't know, I think if you're a Zoomer or just, you know, Australian or British, you probably have really self-deprecating humour. And sometimes I'm thinking to myself, what if, crazy thought, what if I was nice to myself? It's not to say I'm not, but you know, when we make jokes, instead of, you know, saying a self-deprecating joke, what about, oh my gosh, I'm the goddess of the world? It's not quite as funny. I would have to work more on my jokes, but maybe we can make the transition. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that obviously sage green is a really popular color right now. I initially saw all pieces of it and it really entering into the fashion sphere. I just thought maybe this isn't really for me, especially the khaki. I do have this one green dress, and I remember whenever I used to wear it to my office for work, I would always get compliments when I was wearing that dress that day. So I don't know if it was the cut or the fit, but hey, the color I enjoyed. Anyway, point being, I'm trying to try out some sage green. Definitely more on the sort of neutral pastel side rather than the khaki side or the really mossy dark sort of side. I don't really have a lot else to say about the piece because it's the exact same piece I talked about before, but highlight's real. The rib is nice and thick, so it kind of smooths over any undergarments. It doesn't create any awkward lines, which I really appreciate, and flattering. Good. I buy this in a medium to large. I could wear the small to medium, but I just prefer to have the extra bit of fabric. So it does have that really nice thick coverage. I just think that this would suit so many people, and they have it in so many colors. It's the kind of wardrobe edition that you can dress up, dress down, pair with lots of different things. And I'm actually about to show you something that I bought that I thought would pair really cutely with it in sort of a casual, funky kind of way. We're gonna try a little more color. Alrighty, so this is the cardigan that I picked up. It's definitely a little bit different to what I normally wear. I have seen these sort of, I don't know what the exact term for them is, but sort of picture or landscape kind of cardigans a lot on Instagram. Just lots of people styling them in really cute ways. I'm just styling it as a top, but you can definitely pop something underneath it and style it apart. I got this in the small to medium, and I will say it's definitely quite a fitted cardigan for me. So if you want something a little bit roomier, potentially size up. It's definitely, like I said, a little bit on the smaller, kind of more slim fit side in terms of cardigans. So I've decided to unbutton the top just so then I don't have as much gappage. I definitely want to play a little bit more with color, so I feel like this was a good step because there's lots of nice little soft pastel colors on this, so I can pair with lots of different items that I already have in my wardrobe. Like I said, I've seen a lot of these picture cardigans online, but oftentimes what stops me from purchasing them is just because the colors in them are too random or not really colors that I have in my wardrobe. But because this has the soft baby blue and the green and the baby pink, these are all colors that I have in my wheelhouse. I am ready. I have come prepared. So I feel styling this would be really fun to play with. So let me know if you have any styling suggestions, because I'm keen to take this baby for a spin. The green in the skirt and the top are slightly different, but they're tonally similar. This is just like a tad bit darker. So I think it's fun. I think it's kind of groovy. I just think now in my early 20s, especially after, you know, having a large portion of the last couple of years not really being able to go out and wear clothes, I'm at the point, well, I do wear clothes, should clarify. Not all the time, but most of the time. But I'm kind of at the point now where it's, you know, when we're gonna be able to really start getting back out there, and I'm ready to create looks. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready for fashion. I wanna go places and wear insanely over the top outfits to do things. I'm just ready to abandon all caution and live my true Instagram girl fantasy and follow my dreams. I can be cute. I can be cute. Affirmations. Has anyone seen that affirmations Instagram account? Oh my god, it sends me so funny. I am girl boss. Alright, I'm gonna take off my twee pastel igfantasybabe.com look. And I'm gonna pop on the next item, which is also sage green. Alrighty, so another little baby sage green moment, and I am living for it. This is a similarly soft, supple, may I say ribbed for my pleasure material as the skirts I showed you before, but it's a little bit on the thinner side, which I think for a full dress I quite enjoy. Words can't describe how delighted I am by this dress. It is just so stinking cute. I love it. The Henley detail on the neckline is just, I put this on and I think to myself, yes, you're all welcome for my presence, mortals. It's just a really easy piece to style. You can wear it with sneakers, you can kind of style it up with little white boots. I just feel put together, and that is something that is quite difficult for me to come by. I don't know what it is, but there are some things where I put it on and I'm like, and I just stand there like some sleep paralysis, eldritch horror demon, and I just think, I'm not ready. I don't want to go. But I actually put this on to go out to dinner with my partner the other night. We went for some shabu and it was so good. And I thought to myself, I am a model of duty. I am a glamorous swan and I'm about to go eat a tray of Wagyu beef. And it was great, honestly. I will say with any type of dress that is more of a fitted dress, especially if it has a bit of stretch in it, for me at least with this situation, I do have to adjust and pull it down a little bit, but unless it's a midi dress with significant length, I have never encountered a dress from any brand or anything where that is not the case, right? If it was an A-line silhouette, I wouldn't need to, but because it's fitted, it just kind of wiggles its way up. And you know what? It does it in such a pleasing way, I'm not offended by it, because the resulting look of the dress is just, it overrides everything. It's a big kill switch for all other feelings because I just like how I look at it. I'm very happy to just do a little shimmy down. It's not a big deal. But I know that there are a lot of people where that is just a no-go zone, so that's a heads up for you. But for me, I've accepted it. I'm actually gonna take this opportunity now to show you this bag I got because I thought it's kind of a cute match. Because on its own, this dress is very, it can kind of be whatever you want it to be because it is a very simple, albeit adorable, stunning, but simple dress. But adding this, suddenly I am the queen of the late 90s and early 2000s. Now, I have actually been using my Princess Polly bag, the Peter and Jane Lissy bag, non-stop since I got it. It is the perfect little size bag for me. You can change it from shoulder length to crossbody. It has little compartments. It's what I like in a bag. I've been thinking about getting a black bag because sometimes I have little bits of black in my outfits and I sort of want to tie it together, but then also I don't really wear too much black, so I'm sort of just like, oh, I don't really want to have a black bag. But then I found the solution, black and white bag. It matches both. But also it adds a bit of texture and print because I do tend to wear a lot of block solid color things like this. And I just wanted something to, you know, jazz it up a little bit. I already said it, but it's definitely on the, you know, 90s Y2K spectrum. Just a bit playful with this really cute floral print. I just think it has the key ability, like most accessories, to have a kind of transformative quality to it. And because I do wear quite a lot of sensible outfits, I just wanted to have something that I could add that would just be a little bit of fun, a little bit of flair, a little bit of flavor. Delicious. If you're in my neighborhood, watch out because you're about to see me sporting some looks to get my weekly loaf of bread. It's really come to that. I've really started treating my little errand outings as outfit experimentation times. You're welcome, people of my suburb. You're correct. I am an icon. You're welcome. And you may be thinking that this dress is quite similar to the last one, and you are absolutely correct. I'm just vibing this silhouette, okay? You know, got a little short sleeve bodycon with a bit of something. So this one, while it is stocked on Princess Polly, is actually from Motel. So it's one of the brands that they have on there. And this is so cute. I think it's called the Jeeves Dress, which I just think is kind of funny. I don't know, normally they use really like feminine names for things, you know, the Ashley skirt or, you know, the Tara crop top, but the Jeeves dress, Jeeves, just gives me good vibes. I enjoy it. Also, when I saw this on the site, I thought it was going to be that kind of lycra-y, stretchy material, but it's actually more like a thick t-shirty material, still with quite a bit of stretch in it, but I don't know, it's more cotton and lightweight than I was expecting, which is a pleasant surprise that I'm always happy to have. And with that, it's also a little on the thinner side compared to the other one. So while I love both of them and I think they both look really cute, the other one is a tad more brunch friendly. This one I really enjoyed, but it also has a really convenient way to let everyone know what I've had for lunch, which I'm often happy to do. You know, if people ask me, what did you have at that really cute cafe? I can just point and tell them. So that's actually a really good time saver when you think about it. If you thought the other one was a little bit short, this one is definitely shorter. I actually wore this to go get my first dose of the Pfizer. Still waiting for the full boob job to come into effect. Don't know what I'm talking about. There's been all these TikToks saying that if you get Pfizer, it gives you a boob job. It's really funny. Essentially, it's just because it can make your lymph nodes swell as an immune response. So it looks like, yeah, anyway. I think it's funny. So not really any major reports on that yet, but hopefully dose 2 will complete the procedure. And it was great because there was easy access to the arm. We love to see it. However, I did definitely have to target this one quite a bit more than the other one. But you know, I was making confident strides to get to my vaccine appointment in a timely manner. I was wearing a long jacket with it, so that kind of covered me in that way. But once I was sitting down to get it, and then just sitting and waiting to make sure I was all good and had no adverse effects, that was all a very fashionable experience. And I got some compliments on the outfit too. The print reminds me of some stuff that I think I probably wore when I was maybe 2 or 3. Just kind of that late 90s, early 2000s print. It's such a good version of that print. I feel like I need to get some white go-go boots. I have little ankle boots, which is what I've worn this with already, but I feel like I need to get some longer ones, some go-go boots with a white hairband, and it's giving me different colorway Daphne Scooby-Doo energy, which is my favorite kind of thing. It's giving me costume designer who was asked by the director of the film to make the movie timeless, and so you have to get creative about the outfits. Kind of like Riverdale or something like that, where, you know, they have phones, but doesn't really feel like our Lord's Year of 2021. So yes, you can go ahead and cast me on whichever CW show you like. Can't wait to be a side character who is revealed to be a serial killer or something. I am so pleased with how this turned out. When I saw this on the website, I have gone by it so many times and I've nearly bought it several times because I just wasn't sure if it would really suit me, but it's really cute. Anytime there's a knit material, especially one with a pattern, I'm always worried that it's just going to warp and not look right if I don't get the right size, but and I'm also really pleased because now that I'm wearing it, I can picture so many outfits that I can put together with this, because obviously you can wear these two separate. I feel like this with a pair of white flared jeans or wide leg jeans would be really cute, or even a tennis skirt or a little white mini skirt, that would be really cute. This with any white crop top or an oversized jumper is sort of an around the home look. Very cute. You can see where I'm going. Matching sets have versatility. Styling this with mules and like a little mini bag could be a great brunch outfit. I feel like brunch is the main example I've given for a going out activity, but it's just because I love brunch so much. And I think it's the activity, other than generally traveling and leaving the house, but I think it's the activity that I enjoy most. So I'm sorry if a lot of my outdoors adventures ideas involve brunch, but brunch. But also if I feel like I really want to have a girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep kind of day in my home office, this is a much more put together kind of work from home look, but it's also super duper comfy. It's really quite warm as well. It's finally starting to not be as freezing cold here, but we still have those gusty days. I feel like this is just something that Kylie Jenner would wear to Kylie HQ. Wait, she sold that, didn't she? Does she still run it? Is she still involved? I don't know what the contract details are. I don't know, but I also still think it's cute enough to wear out, which as much as I do love some of my loungewear and I think it's really cute and makes me feel really special and put together, it's not always necessarily the kind of thing I'd wear out at the house. I love my baby pink bedazzled tracksuit, but sometimes I do feel like it's too big of an energy to inflict on my neighborhood. Whereas, you know, this sage green floral 2-piece set, you know, is not as much of an aggressive force on my neighborhood, I guess. I don't know, I mean, I went and got a loaf of bread and some banh mi with it and they seem to be fine. They seem to have recovered, but although I haven't seen Brenda since that day. But I'm really, really glad that I picked this up, and I think it's a testament to myself that sometimes I do see things and I just think they're not gonna suit me or look good on me, but might as well try it out. And also, Princess Polly have a really good returns policy, so the risk level is low. Don't know if I would take that same risk with some stores, but yes. So this cutie has been on my wish list for quite a while. I've seen it on the Princess Polly website, seen it for months, and I've been tempted quite a few times, but I hadn't taken the plunge. And you know, it's pretty rare that I am personally invested as to whether an item looks good or not. Obviously, you know, you hope to find good things, but I don't really mind if something doesn't look good on me, because we can chat about why it doesn't suit me, or you know, why it may not be the right thing for me, or what modifications could we make to make it good. But this is kind of everything. This color is very, very similar to the color of my very first formal dress. And when I say very first, I don't know how many formals or proms or homecomings are normal for you and where you live. I think here it's pretty normal to go to one, but because I was in the private school circuit, I actually went to 6, so I had my fair share of formal dresses. I was very over it. By the end, it was just a lot. Can always share some interesting, funny private school tales another time. But I so wish that I had this dress in high school. Actually, you know what? No, I'm glad I have this dress right now, because I think if I wanted to wear this in high school, I don't think I would have had the confidence or the will to pull it off. I think I would have liked this dress when I was in high school. I would have seen it, but I just wouldn't have felt like it was the vibe. My style's changed. I think most people's style has evolved a little bit since they were in high school to, you know, your 20s. Your style always evolves, but for my current style now, this is everything. Do I know where I'm gonna wear this yet? No. Will I probably manufacture some kind of circumstance in which I can wear this? Yes. I'm really happy with the size. I'm really glad that I sized down and got an 8. Check the reviews on the site and see where you fall. But I just noticed that a lot of people said that there was enough room in the hips, and they just sized for kind of their bust and waist. So that's sort of what I went by. And I think that was the correct decision, because it's really nice and tailored into the waist, but it doesn't feel suffocating or too tight. Sorry, I just keep looking at the viewfinder and how shiny and gorgeous this looks, because I'm just obsessed. This is a backless kind of item, and I have got a bra at the moment just for the sake of filming, and also because if you, I'll simulate it. If you lean forward, the fabric does drop, and when I was trying this on off camera, it was definitely a dangerous situation. So that feels okay, but because of the backlessness of the dress, I probably would recommend to wear a backless bra. I can't say that I found one that's worked specifically for my bra size, so I am probably more to use a tape / power of God type of situation. I found that's worked okay for me in the past, but I might potentially just modify it a little bit and just put a stitch in here on the sides, just because the drapiness of this is just a tad slightly too large at the front, so that if you do bend over, and you know, let's be reasonable, I'm probably going to try and avoid bending over in this dress, just as a general awareness of what's happening on. It's not really one of those dresses that I'd wear, you know, go do the groceries and go get the bargain items on the bottom shelf, although that might be a good way for me to get some wear out of this. But I think just popping a little stitch or something there, just to take like ½ a centimeter off the gappiness, so then when I lean forward, it's a little more covered. Because at the moment, depending on the velocity of the bend and the strength of the bend, all could be revealed, which, again, not the end of the world, but I would perhaps try and avoid it. It's really providing my streamlined Jessica Rabbit Disney Princess Ariel's dress, but in a different colorway fantasy. I'm just absolutely obsessed. Now's the time to respond to my DMs of men promising me that they could be sugar daddies. I know that it's like 90% a chance a scam, but in that 10% chance that they could be my sugar daddy, but more importantly, invite me to an event where I can wear this dress, so be it. They may be scammers, but the real scam is that I am being prevented from wearing this. I realize I may be a little bit overindulgent at this time, but it's very, very rare that you put on an item and you just feel like the most glamorous and expensive woman in the world. I am, in this moment, the most glamorous and expensive woman in the world. Can't find the right bra for this dress, but she's gonna figure it out. You know, they always say, save the best to last, and I think I've done that today. Yes. Okay, so those are the pieces that I picked up from Princess Polly. I'm very chuffed. Let me know down in the comments below which was the most chef kiss moment of the video, or chef kiss piece, I should say, because I'm so happy. It was so good. Thank you again to Princess Polly for collabing with me on this video, and I have popped the discount code and all the other information, details in the description box below for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.